What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Back at it again with another banger, my friends. So kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
So recently, South Carolina has definitely been all in the headlines in women's college basketball for getting smacked up, disrespected, and destroyed on their home court, snapping their 71-game win streak. They're at 3 losses this season, which is more than they've lost in a season in quite some time. Some fans are crashing out. Coach Don Staley is looking for answers. The team is trying to figure out what's going on, to the point where this may be issues bigger than basketball.
I said some things may not be about basketball. Some things are just, will reveal, and I don't know what they are. I don't know what they, what it is. I'm just throwing it out there because the team that took the floor against UConn really wasn't our team. So as a coach, you have a tendency to think, hey, it ain't just about basketball. What is it about? And we had a come to Jesus meeting, if you will. We apologize for our performances and we move on. We're not going to stay stuck in those spaces. I'm not going to look for things. I'm just going to, call it what it is. Players have to step up. Coaches have to step up. And if we want to accomplish the goals that we have out there, it's going to take a collective effort.
Now, I know I had my video earlier this week talking about how Dawn Staley has her 2 leading scorers in Joyce Edwards and Malaysia Fulwiley coming off the bench, and how everybody's celebrating basically how this bench outscores the starting lineup, typically because the starting lineup falls behind, the bench brings them back. Now, I'm not here to question Dawn Staley. She has a rotation that has worked for a lot of games, a lot of wins and championships. But are we overlooking the elephant of the room that some of these upperclassmen, including Breezy Hall, including Sanaya Fagan, really haven't lived up to the billing to be starters this year? I mean, you look at Tessa Johnson, Malaysia Fulwiley, and Joyce Edwards. All 3 are capable starters for any program in the country, including South Carolina. Tessa Johnson is definitely the best 3-level scorer on this team, and she's made big shot after big shot on the biggest stages, but she's going through a shooting slump. They talk about Malaysia Fulwiley, who's the 2nd leading scorer on this team, saying that she's a little out of control, too flashy, takes bad shots, can't shoot threes, yada, 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 yada. She's an absolute killer, and it seems like a lot of games that even the couple that they've lost, like, she's been the one that has been super aggressive with Joyce Edwards, that has really pushed the pace, attacked other defenses, and nobody's really had an answer for Malaysia Fulwiley as far as guarding her in space. She gets to the cup at will. Yeah, she leaves some finishes at the rim, but who doesn't? Yeah, she takes some tough shots, but she makes more shots. She makes big shots, and she's not afraid to take those shots. When you need somebody and you're searching for an answer of who's going to be the bucket getter for this team, Malaysia Fulwiley is that player, in my opinion. People have commented on Joyce Edwards not being really a great defender or not getting as many rebounds as they expect. But right now, in my opinion, she's producing at a way higher level than Sanaya Fagan on both ends of the floor. In my opinion, man. Like, I just got to call it how it is. Yeah, South Carolina has established this culture where you wait your turn, you pay your dues, you earn your stripes, and then when it's your go as an upperclassman, you get handed the keys. This group of underclassmen they have is absolutely different. It's noticeably, like, Malaysia Fulwiley, Tessa Johnson, they're noticeably better than Breezy Hall. And this is not an attack on Breezy Hall. But her 3-point shooting percentage has been down. Defense has been exceptional, but has she progressed in her 4 years at South Carolina? Like, what is she doing now that she wasn't doing before? Has she gotten better? Where is the development? That's a question. If you're dead seriously gonna watch this video, go and comment, look me in my eye, and tell me that you feel like Breezy Hall right now is a better player than Malaysia Fulwiley, is a better player than Tessa Johnson, who's a better three-point shooter and isn't giving up anything on defense. You're telling me that one of these two guards could not help boost and give this starting lineup some juice? It's some soul searching going on. Y'all heard it from Dawn herself. They're looking for answers right now. And I get that, you don't want to make a change and disrupt the chemistry mid-season, but the best players got to play. Dawn Staley has been adamant about if you're not doing anything with your minutes, somebody else has to get them. So she's got to stand on business about that, man. And no offense to Raven Johnson either. She's a really good point guard. She's a great leader. She's respected in South Carolina. Like, she's won championships. She's limited, though. Yeah, she runs the offense really well. The assists are down this year. She's one of the best rebounders at her position. I'll give her that. But the jump shot is broke. Period. And it's a liability. Her offensive limits are a liability to the rest of this team and the way this offense flows. I do think that she is still the best point guard on this roster right now, but you could add in more juice with the starting lineup. Not saying you move Raven, but maybe you move Breezy Hall. Maybe you move Sanaya Fagan. What the hell is going on with Chloe Kitts? Where is her confidence at? This was supposed to be Chloe Kitts' year. This was her chance to be the alpha, and it started out that way. She was averaging a double-double through the first part of the season, and now she's not shooting the basketball, and it's causing them really to have bad possessions, man. Shot clock violations, it just tough contested shots because she's passing up on open shots. Coach Dawn Staley called her out a few weeks ago, speaking about her not taking enough shots or being aggressive and shooting the ball. Is it a confidence thing? Like, what is going on with Chloe Kitts to the point where she is not playing her best basketball right now? She's taken a step back in the last month, I would have to say, man. And it's really hurting this team because they're dependent on her. Without Ashlyn Watkins, like, Chloe Kitts is supposed to be that go-to player. But Joyce Edwards has really been the one to take over and be the focal point of this offense. And she's delivered in almost every game. Had 17 against UConn. Led the team in scoring. She needs to be playing more minutes. I think she needs to be in the starting lineup. If she's not, though, she needs to be playing the most minutes of any big on this team. You got to do what is working for you. You got some dogs on this roster that are biting, nipping at the bit, foaming at the mouth, ready to get out there and get active. And Malaysia Fulwiley's in handcuffs, man. I just don't think that she's being managed the right way. I don't see her transferring, but there's been talk of it. Miriam Dowder comes into this lineup and hasn't really contributed a thing. We really haven't seen Adele Tack. Is she ready? Is she not? We really don't know. But we're also not seeing what Dawn is seeing in practice. And she is a young player. But for you to desperately need rim protection and more rebounding, and you got a 6'6" freshman with a wide frame that could do some damage potentially if she's given an opportunity, that comes in as a rim protector, that comes in as a potential low block scorer, how can you not at least give her a chance to see what works? I get that, we're at a point where, fans have questions. The team has questions. Like, they're in a bad spot right now. They have a very winnable schedule throughout. Like, Arkansas will probably be a blowout. Their toughest game left will be Kentucky, and that could, seal their fate as the SEC regular season champions, depending on, what happens with Texas as well. But South Carolina is trending in the wrong direction right now. Make no mistake. I'm not saying hit the panic button by any means. And I'm not saying that this team can't win a championship. But I'm saying it's going to be a lot harder than last year. And the way they're playing right now, Dawn said it all. They're just not getting it done. The toughness, the focus, it's got to be there. It's got to be amped up to another level, man. Because this season, right now, is the most wide open we've seen women's college basketball. Will they get it together? That is yet to be seen. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. That is a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. And follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV. Till next time, my people, we out.